Marie. I'm a community manager at Toy Logic. So Happy Wars is coming on Xbox One, and it's very exciting. So I wanted to introduce you guys some of the new features and changes for the new version, and to get you guys excited before its release. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is a new UI. Looks like these things are all categorized on top. You can move around with LB and RB. And so under the battle, you can find multiplayer modes like quick match, co-op, player, and single modes like skirmish and story campaign. Under the character, you can equip items, level up your items, and item remodeling. This is something new, and I will explain it to you later with more details. And you can customize your character and change your class. Under the shop, that's where happy cards and happy tickets. And item shop, that's where you can purchase premium memberships and support items. Collections, so now mission mode is under collections, item collection, map collection, and treasure map is also under collections now. Tutorial, that's for the beginners, and you can learn how to play this game. Okay, so one of the main things to really change for this new version is definitely visual improvement. And I'm gonna show you two images, one from 360 and one from one. And I'm gonna show you the comparison between those two so you can tell the difference. So let's take a look at the 360 image. So this is a stage called Zodiac. And pay attention to the sky and the trees, the objects around, and the pond in the middle, and the lighting too. Let's take a look at the Xbox One image. This is the same stage. So as you can tell, like the sky has a lot more stars and detailed, and the objects like trees, glasses, they're like kind of have softer edges, and the pond in the middle, that's like the significant difference you can tell, that it actually has a reflection now, and it looks a lot more realistic. And the lighting is like a softer and a nicer. So that's like the visual improvement. And let me actually go into an actual stage and show you. Okay, so let me go to skirmish mode because I'm by myself. And stage forest, that's good because I think that's what I want to show you guys. I think it's really nice. I will also show you skill animation and effects to like lightning and fire, because those have been improved too. I'm just gonna first choose warrior, and basically I'm just gonna walk around trying to show you as much as I can. So even this fire right here, it's actually really nice, and the visual and then effects on it has been improved. And let's see, let's go outside, and let me get closer. Okay, so I'm just gonna go try to get as close as possible to these objects, and you guys can kind of see, hopefully. Yeah, I got a lot of animations going on, and really nice lighting and effects happening. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a charge attack because I think it's really cool. So I'm gonna launch the charge attack. Just pay attention to what happens. I think you guys will like it. Okay, here we go. Boom. Haha, it's cool, huh? I think it's really cool. Who doesn't like dragons, right? Okay. So that's really cool. But just like it's called charge attack, and then just like that, even skill animation and effects are improved. So it's kind of fun to. I know it's really hard to pay attention to these things when you're fighting, but it's kind of nice to look around. Um, okay. You know what? I'm gonna go kill myself. Don't do that. But because I want to show you guys maze skill too, just briefly. Same purpose, just maze skills have maze has the skills like lightning and the fire. So just to briefly show you guys, I don't know what angles would be good, but as a fire, so I can get closer. But that's it. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's kind of pretty nice. And I'm just gonna launch that lightning and oops, sorry. Hold on. My bad. Okay. Maybe this is good. All right. See, it's pretty nice. Okay, so I think it's enough about visual improvement talk. But yeah, if you can pay attention to every single things in stages, and I think you would appreciate how pretty they look. Okay, so let me introduce you next change, which is music. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Rainbow. Rainbow, Twilight, Desert. These three have a different music from 360. So yeah. So I'm just gonna go into Rainbow as an example, and let's go into the stage. So if you play 360, Happy wasn't 360, I think you will notice that music has changed. And I think these are new music. I mean, this one too, but my personal favorite is Twilight. I think it's really cool. But I'm just gonna show you. Well, let you listen to the rainbow. Okay. I'm just gonna stay still. So this music actually an arranged version of the main theme. So when you start the game, you hear the similar song at the beginning. But yeah, not on these stages, but main menu and stuff has different music, and I think you can appreciate the change. Okay, I think that's enough for that music. So I'm go ahead exit this, and let me explain to you what item remodeling is, because I'm sure you guys been wondering what that is. So you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to treasure map because it keeps asking. And also I wanted to show you this anyway, because treasure map has a little different system than before, and I think you like it. Okay, so it's covered now, so you can't really tell, but as you can see, there are a lot more treasure boxes around. So on the 360, you used to have a lot less, and more stars when you can get happy stars on the path. But now you have more chances to obtain items from these boxes. So I think it's pretty nice. And treasure map is free. You're just logging every day. You can play once a day. So don't forget to log in every day. Okay? All right, so let me go to this way. Item remodeling. So let me explain what this is. So this is actually used to be called item modification on 360. And as probably many of you know, if you play this game, item modification, that's where you modify buffs. So, used to be like you can move buffs to, from the original items to different items. But in item remodeling, what you can do is you can remove a buff. What that means is that you actually remove a buff from an item, and you can store buffs into your buff inventory. So you can actually decide if you're gonna attach the buff to, maybe later on you get like different items and stuff. So you don't necessarily have to do it now. I'm just gonna demonstrate so you guys can see how that works. And what I'm doing right now is, this is good. Well, yeah, what I was doing right now is like so anti-main jade, it's called orange buff, and you can't remove orange buff. But you can remove white buff, such as, just like the mobility speed up level 2. So I'm just gonna remove this. So select it, and you select this mobility speed up level 2. So let's say I wanna remove this buff, and press X to start. So I'm just gonna do that. And this is where you see difference, not just removing a buff, but in item remodeling, you can have two choices. One is remove normally, and two is use a buff pincer. So what this buff pincer does is before when you want to move the buff to another item, your original item will be destroyed. And the same actually goes to item remodeling too. If you want to remove a buff, yes, you can store it, but your item still gets destroyed. But if you use a buff pincer, it prevents it. So that means you can remove a buff and also keep the original item, which is super cool. And let me actually use a buff pincer. And just use a happy star for now. And let this guy do its job. Okay, so now it's removed from an item. And so that was the armor that the buff was removed from, but it's still in my inventory because I use a buff pincer. You can purchase buff pincer from item shop. If you wonder where you can get that from. So let me show you that. So that buff, remove the buff, goes to this buff list. So you go back and let's go to the armor, and as you can see, mobility speed up level 2, the buff I just removed, is stored in there. So if you decide to, let's say if you get like a really cool item and you want this buff, you can attach the buff to it later, and you can keep them in the inventory as long as you want. Okay, so that. Another feature I want to kind of show you for the Xbox One is the split screen. So I'm going to show you previously recorded split screen gameplay. And so this is a split screen, and so you can have max of 4 players playing at the same time. And you need only one Xbox and one gamer profile. It's called most sponsored profile, let's say. And 3 other players can sign in as guests. So it's pretty useful if you have friends over, but you don't necessarily have like 3 Xbox One laying around. So if you have one and you guys all want to play Happy Wars together, well, as you can see, max 4 players can play together. And I play this actually. One of the screen is me, and I didn't actually have a problem playing it, and I had a lot of fun. So you guys should definitely try this if you have people over. All right. I think that's it for today. Okay, so this is a split screen. Like say it's previously recorded. And so max 4 players can play at the same time. And you only need one Xbox console and one gamer profile. So let's call that sponsor profile. And 3 other players can sign in as guests. So that becomes like guest profiles. So, if you have friends over and then it's like, oh, let's play Happy Wars. Okay, but I only have one Xbox One. No worries, we can split screen. So, um, this is actually a pretty useful feature for that kind of like situation. And one of the screens, it's actually me playing, and I didn't have a problem playing it. I had a lot of fun, so I think you guys should try this out too. Okay, well, I think that's it for today. I know you are eager to, know when the actual release date, but I will make an announcement when it's, available. So stay tuned. If you have any questions about Xbox One, this new version on Happy Wars, feel free to ask me or where. I think I'm gonna make a thread on my official Facebook page, and so you guys can comment and ask me questions there. If you're still not friends with me, just a friend request to me at facebook.com/Happy Marie Morita. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.